Hey guys, it's Uncle TJ here. I went ahead and started making some herb butter and whatnot. So I figured I'd come on here and show you all how I'm making my herb butter. I've already put in my Tony Chacherea's Cajun seasoning with no salt. And that's the thing I want to impress upon you all, that you don't want to use salt in your herb butter. Also, your Italian seasoning, I'm using 1 teaspoon of each in these things here. And this is the reason, and I'm only using 1 stick of butter to make this. The next thing I'm putting in is 1 teaspoon of granulated onion. Next I'm putting in, and everything is 1 teaspoon. So I'm not going to keep saying 1 teaspoon. Next, I'm putting in granulated garlic. The next thing I'm putting in is celery seed. This is celery seed. I hadn't opened this up yet. I was going to use this in my brisket video, but I had plenty of it left over from my last rub that I made. So I'm using celery seed. Okay. And this is something that I just enjoy making. Keep in mind also that this is room temperature butter. It has to be soft. Other than that, it's just not going to work. I'm using basil. These are dried ingredients. They're not fresh. They're dried ingredients. Okay. This is smoked paprika. I also have Spanish style paprika, but I like the smoked flavor. So I'm using smoked paprika here. Now, I may pass on that one. This is sage. And you can make this your own. You can make this your own. I'm not going to use as much sage. Probably going to I'm shaking some of it off because I don't want to use as much of it. Yeah, I'm going to use about that much sage. You can make this your own, guys. You can make this your own. I'm going to go ahead. I'll go ahead and use the poultry seasoning. It does have some salt in it, but not much. So I'm using that. All right. All right, cool. Now, if you want it to be extra spicy, you can use some more of their Cajun seasoning. So what I'm doing here is I'm just simply mixing it up, incorporating all of that into my butter. You're going to have to mash it up. You may have to cut it loose a few times and go back in and mash it up. Just make sure that you get that butter in there and those herbs real well. Okay. This is all you have to do. Mash it up. It's going to take some time to get it all in that butter, but this is it. Now, you may want to, I'm not going to use, the only reason I'm using 1 stick of butter is because I'm not getting a real big turkey. My turkey is probably going to be about 10 pounds. It's the reason why I'm doing this here. I'm doing this live and in effect with you guys. And my butter is not going to leave this container. This is why I'm using it in this container. Do it in the container that you're going to use. Okay, let me turn on the light. There we go. That's a lot better. See how rich that looks? Oh my goodness. Scrape it off. Go back at it. You should not see any trace of butter in there at all. Okay? Smells so good. Oh my goodness. Keep scraping it off and go back in. Okay? Do you all see how that looks? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This is how your herb butter should look. Rich. And so I'm going to just taste a little bit of this. Oh, Oh my goodness. You can just taste the levels of flavor in there. Again, don't go over, if you can't help it, 1 teaspoon. All you need is really 1 teaspoon of each herb that you're going to put in there. The poultry seasoning is good. I don't think that it has this one here. This is McCormick's brand. No, it doesn't have any salt in it. Thank goodness. So what it has, what the poultry seasoning has, is thyme, sage, marjoram, rosemary, black pepper, and some nutmeg. Excuse me. That's all it has. So use a fork if you want to. I would recommend don't use a whisk unless it's a real strong whisk. You don't need to use that. Just stir it up in there real good. Okay? Get all of that out. All right. So what you can do after this, let me go ahead and bring y'all up so you can see Uncle TJ here. I don't know if y'all can see me or not, but it's all good. So I think that you can. What you can do is just go ahead and use that. I would suggest that you get some gloves. When you get ready to do your turkey, put that up under the skin of your turkey, and whatever you have left, lather it into the cavity of your turkey and also the outward skin of your turkey. Make it look real good. And the reason why I say don't use salt for your herb butter is because you can over season it after you brine it with the salt. It'll be real salty. Trust me, you don't want to do that. What I would suggest that you use for your brine is simply this: kosher salt. Now, if you want to do all those other seasonings, you can, but the ideology behind brining is to get that salt into the bones and the meat of your bird. You could do the same thing with a large chicken. If you want to do that, do that. It's entirely up to you. But again, if you are making herb butter, just put herbs in there. That's it. No salt at all. That's why I used this Tony's no salt. You can get this online through Amazon. If you can find it in your local store, you could do that. Whatever the case may be, now is the time to start making these kinds of things. Your herb butter, if you're making your chicken stock, it's a good time to make that. We're about 2 weeks out. We're over 2 weeks out. Go ahead and get that stuff together. Make your chicken stock and freeze it. So this is going to go in the refrigerator. When it's time for me to use it, I'll take it out real early or the day before so that it can be ready and soft for its application and go from there. Hey, listen, this is Uncle TJ. Just wanted to hit you all up, get you all kind of ready. This is what I'm doing for my turkey. The herb butter is going to be key for a delicious turkey. Remember, brine your bird. Brine your bird. I know that you want to inject it, and that's cool. But if you brine it, you'll reach places that the injection won't be able to reach. Okay? We'll talk to y'all later. Y'all be cool.